I'm Justin King, Park Manager here at Big Hill Pond State Park, and I'd like to welcome you to our apiary. We have 4 beehives here at the park, and here in just a second we're going to open this one up and give you a tour of the hive. A few tools that we'll be using is a short hive tool and a long hive tool. We'll use these to open the top cover and then extract the frames from the hive. And we also have a smoker to help calm the bees.
The hive is inside of the box, so we're going to take off the top cover. Inside the top cover is an inner cover.
You always want to check your inner cover if you don't have a queen excluder on, just to make sure that the queen's not around the top. And since we don't have a queen excluder on, we kind of need to just inspect each frame. We're looking for mites or hive beetles, and also for the queen as we're going through. On out with new wax. So we're going to go ahead and take the top super off, and we're going to set it to the side and go through our first deep. And again, the first thing you want to do is remove the hive beetle traps, and we'll give them a little bit of smoke to run them back down in the hive, and then we'll start inspecting these. When we're looking for the queen, we're looking for a bee about twice the size of one of these right here. She'll have a long abdomen, and she'll usually have 3 or 4 bees that stay with her at all times, like they're guarding her. We don't see a queen, so we're gently gonna shake these bees back off in the hive. This next frame, we can already see that it's got honey on it.
Oh, here's the queen.
And she's gonna run from us, so we'll flip it over. We don't want her to jump off, but we always want to know where she's at. When we're inspecting hives, we always try to keep an eye on her once we find her. These corners right here, that's honey. That would be ready for us to harvest. But since it's so close to winter time, this will be their winter food supply. They're also filling this up full of nectar too, which they'll turn into honey. Let's see if we can find her. She's right here. And since she's back in the middle of the frame, it's always the best time to put her back in the hive. That way we don't take any chances of hurting her or killing her when we put the frame back in. Since we found her, we're going to close this hive up. Everything looks good. They've already started getting the nectar supply for the winter. We didn't see any eggs or larvae. More than likely they'll be in this bottom box. But we'll take a look at a couple of these other boxes and see if we can find some egg and larvae.
Okay, we're going to go into one of our smaller, newer hives. This hive was established from a swarm from our original hive. So what happened was the hive decided that it was time to hatch a new queen. So they hatched a new queen, and the old queen left and took some of the worker bees with her. So we actually got this swarm from a branch way up in the trees. So when we had a swarm, we would take a nuke box and take it up and shake the swarm off in the box, and that's how this hive was established.
And these very unusual looking combs right here, there's 3 of them. These are queen cells. And what will happen if something happens to the queen, or if this hive was a swarm, the bees would take a single egg and put in one of these cups, if not all of these cups, and they'd try to make a new queen. Cap cells right here, those have baby bees in them. These cells. We still haven't found the queen, and right now we haven't seen any eggs or new larvae. So during this inspection, we did not find the queen this time. We didn't see any eggs or larvae or any sign of a queen. We did find 6 queen cells, but we didn't see anything in them. A lot of times you can see an egg in them or some royal jelly that the other bees have carried in. So we're kind of concerned about this hive this year, and before winter we may have to combine it with one of these stronger hives beside it. What we'll do is we'll take a sheet of newspaper and we'll lay it down across the top of one of these stronger hives, and we'll set this box on top of the sheet of newspaper. Once the bees eat through the newspaper, they've already accepted the queen that's in the new box. So what we'll do, we'll close this box back up. In about a week, we'll come back out and inspect it again, just to make sure that there's no queen in it before we make a combination between it and another box. Thank you for going along with us and inspecting our beehives. We found some interesting things in this hive here, from hive beetles to new comb and a little bit of honey. And then the small hive here beside us, we didn't find a queen. So remember, we'll have to go in and inspect this again. You can see how they impact the area around you. And maybe one day you'll want to get some bees and start an apiary yourself. Thank you again. I'm Justin King, Park Manager here at Big Hill Pond State Park. This is Marissa McDonald, the Administrative Assistant at the park, and we enjoyed having you along with us.